I have an idea. Actually, it's coming from Discord. People talking about combining Plasma and DWM3. Now, I would think there would be no issue with these two because they are quite separate. We can do several things, right? We can get an ArcoLinuxB Plasma, then you press the buttons Ctrl-Alt-E, and you go launch the tweak tool, take the drop down, and you got DWM installed on Plasma. But I'm waiting for 5 ISOs to finish, so the script is running. It's building the next ISO of September, and I've got this itch, right? How about we create an ArcoLinuxB ISO with Plasma and DWM? How would you do that? You go to ArcoLinuxB.com, you go to tutorials, and you read anything that's on here, because it's here already. Here we explain how we make the XS, the LTS version, right? So if you want a Zen kernel, hardened kernel, that's your thing. Here we explain something about drivers. Here we're going to combine XS with Plasma. Now we're going to combine Plasma with DWM, right? Here we combine GNOME with i3. Here we combine OpenBox with awesome BSP, WM i3, Herbslov, Alex Monet. This is a very long tutorial. That's how we created it, right? If we can create it, you can create it. The only thing you need to do is read, follow the videos. All right, I want to build an ISO. What do I need? I need the ArcoLinux XL, right? Because, well, XL, XS today, XS LTS, or that's it. That's the one you need as a template. You need to have a template. Why I'm saying that? Because Ctrl-V, Plasma, I need to have that too. So I'm gonna go for this link, Ctrl-C, right mouse click, open a terminal, Ctrl-Shift-V. What do I have? I get a folder, and in the folder is a list of papers, paper packages that contains the ingredients how to cook ArcoLinux Plasma. It has just ingredients. Let me move that to the other screen. First, close other tabs. Close without saving. Voila. So that's it. It just contains ingredients, packages, Lego blocks, whatever you want to call it. It's ready to be created, but these are the packages we think are necessary, and that's very personal. So let's keep it like so. So we need Plasma, check. We need DWM. Where are the ingredients to cook up a DWM? Control find DWM, right? Often I speak about the Lego blocks and the Lego pieces. Now we're cooking. It doesn't matter. It's ingredients. What Lego blocks do I need? What ingredients do I need to build up a DWM? Git, all right, sorry, no Git, it's already in there. Git clone. So this you need to have DWM, this you need to have Plasma, and then you decide from what basis you want to go. Why I'm saying that again, right? Here we install with scripts, but this is empty. There is no Arch ISO, there is no package, there is nothing in there. Basically, it's going to get always the same git clone, control find git clone. It's gonna get ArcoLinux XL ISO. But now you have a choice. Today you have a choice. You have the ArcoLinux XL, XS, and XS LTS. There are choices today, more choices than in the past. So we could have here an ArcoLinux XS. I see we still have to add the ArcoLinux LTS to it, right? There's an article missing. Doesn't matter because it's new. It's actually not launched yet, but you hear it already now. And we're gonna go for this one. Control C. And let's get rid of this. Git clone. Control Shift V. I'm not taking the XL because it's lots of software, and often people don't like that. Lots of software, right? So the XL version is our version. We work with it all the time. We need GIMP, we need Inkscape, we need free browsers, we need extra editors, etc. So the idea is, maybe it's a good thing you start with XS, extra small. Let's do that again. Oh yeah, twice git clone won't work. Just once is enough. Git clone does not work. So we have something more. This contains a lot more. Not only the packages, right? Not only the packages, everything else that you need. AI root file system, AFI boot system, Linux. We need it all. So this is the thing that's gonna do the job. That's gonna work. Now this guy has a summary of what you need, the ingredients. Okay, this you need to have DWM. Agreed? And we're gonna compare. We're gonna use melt. And this one you need to have, these are the ingredients to have a plasma thing. Control X, I don't need it anymore later on. So if you want to cook and you want an XFCE XS, that's that. With an DWM, that's that. And with plasma, then you have an XFCE WM plasma, which we're not going to create, right? We're not going to do that. Voila, we've got ourselves an ArcoLinux XS ISO. We're going to tell that we would like to have a plasma, and DWM has to go inside plasma, right? So this one we don't really need. So this one was the one from XS, and this one is the one that's going to be red, and the name is important. ArchISO is going to look at the name packages.x86. It will disregard anything else. It's going to look for packages.x86. So this is plasma. If you're in doubt, scroll down. All right, in the end we define the Lego blocks, the ingredients, plasma, meta, package, kit, etc. So yes, this is definitely plasma. When I run this, I'll get a plasma. But I want a plasma DWM. I need to combine these two with a compare, and we compare. Power control is needed for DWM. Okay, so then we add it to the list. So the right one is DWM. What do I need for ingredients or Lego blocks to create DWM? The left one is plasma. So power control is now moved to the left. I need the menu, right? I need G sample, simple cal, nitrogen. It's simple, right? Anybody can click the things you need. You're gonna put it on the ISO. GNOME disk utility, GNOME keyring. Yeah, when we're on DWM, we want to have Polkit GNOME available. That's gonna be an issue. Qt5CT. Plasma doesn't like Qt5CT being there, so we're gonna go without it. Right, so some knowledge is required after all, of course. So this one we're gonna keep. Rofi, yes, why not? Or maybe you don't like Rofi. Personally, I'm not a big fan of Rofi, right? So it's all good for me, but it's not installed on the XS as you see. Rofi is not installed. I'm not missing it. But my Super Shift D, my D menu at the top here, I would miss that one. So Rofi, I'm making my own decisions. You create, when you see this video, you make your own decisions. But this is an important one. If you put Qt5CT in Plasma, you can't change icons anymore afterwards in the general settings. You need to change them always in Qt5CT then. Well, okay, you decide, right? Let's get all these things in. Breeze, do we need breeze? Well, yeah, sure we get breeze. It's Plasma, right? So yes, it's not on DWM, but it will be on ours. Saudi icons, surfing icons, those are icons. You don't need those icons. Okay. Yakuake, it's there. It's not on DWM, and that's how we compare these things. The Conky collection is there. We'll see what happens, right? We'll use the Conky collection's Plasma on DWM, which is crazy. Conky's on Tiling Window Manager, in my opinion, is a bit crazy. But just to have it a quick glance, right? Super C and Super C gone again. Yeah, I get that, but I keep it all the time. So nitrogen, I would put that guy in. Meta logout, yes please. Local XFC, yes please. So this defines Thunar and all the custom actions. Meta logout is Super X, all the nice logos to log out. Otherwise we can't log out from DWM. And these are all GTK3 things. I wouldn't bother too much about those. All right, GTK3, Quantum. Depends. This is theming and designing, and maybe that's something that later you decide yourself. Do I want it on Plasma? Because they might interfere with each other, right? So I'm making also the decisions, the look, what can work against each other. And Quantum is normally not installed. No, it's not installed. So let's keep it out of our Plasma DWM. Union, marriage. Plasma case services, Qt5 kits. Yeah, this is also design, so this can conflict. Rofi, we've decided against the Rofi. Otherwise, it's just add these two lines there. Volume icon, yes, we need it in D menu. And of course, here we go with the real stuff, DWM. Without it, no DWM. Plasma Git is okay. XFC Git, I would put that in as well. So the settings of, XFCE. DWM takes a few settings that you can find in there as well. Would take it with you. And then the config all desktops is good, but we'll have a config Plasma, so these things mix. So we can't put two things in there. We can't say and config all desktops and config Plasma, because they will conflict. You can see it in the package builds. The same goes for here, but this is not important, right? .configs and .dconfigs and even the GTK3 things and the Quantum things. We'll see what we get. We can't have two Calamaris's, obviously, right? Can't be two of them. So we decide on one of them, and let's keep Plasma as our main installer, our main application. Now the SDDM config editor is not needed, right? It's great and it's good that we have it, and it's for people who really like to have these GUIs, the graphical interfaces, but we don't need it. And since we are on DWM, I mean, you need to learn the codes. You need to learn the aliases and the config files and go change it manually. Simple. The same thing as the GUI I just showed you. PyCam, yeah, we need transparency, please. Shadows, transparency, lovely things. Volume icon, yes. Otherwise we can't set our volume. Alex appearance to change the look. And here we have things that seem to have nothing to do with DWM, but they're needed because DWM is bare. It does not have anything as tuner and all that. Now Garçon, I wouldn't install that one. I don't know why that's actually on there, so might be a good thing to get rid of Garçon in there in DWM. But the rest, yeah, XF app finder, panel, power things, XFC settings, external XFconf. We need these kind of things. This you would wonder, right? I think it's a dependency for the screenshots of XFCE. Ristretto, you want it, you don't want it. This is really up to you, which pieces you want of XFCE. Daemon notifier, so Spotify changes the song, you see something. Here's a screen shooter, the dependency. Task manager, Control Shift Escape. And we don't need polybar on DWM, but we do need the sexy hotkey daemon. So Control, on the auto render we can take it as well. Control C. And at the bottom we say Control V. Save. These guys are in there as well. And then let's save and do our exercise again. Qt5CT deliberately not installed. Deliberately Rofi not installed. Okay. Breeze fine. Sardi icons, we don't need them. Yakoaka yes. Yabin yes. RKDE conkeys, they might fight against each other. These are created for Plasma, the other ones are not. GTK3, we can set anything we want later on with our tools. What do we want? These are standard settings to have either Sardi, either Surf, and either Surf and Plasma Dark. So that's created in advance for you. And Quantum, deliberately a no-go. The local application, it's the setting of XFCE right mouse click open terminal, so that we have something there when we're in tuner. Okay. Plasma case services Qt5, we have to watch out with Qt5, but we'll see. Rofi. Plasma git, that's cool. Config git, that's all good. Okay. There can be only one Calamaris. Check. We're gonna go for manual and SDDM. Garçon is out. Might be a dependency of other things. That's maybe the reason why it's there. Well, we'll see. If it's on the ISO, we know it's a dependency because we told it not to be there, right? If we tell it not to be there and it's still on the ISO, it's a dependency from something else. And you have no control of that. The control is at ArcoLinux. Okay, cool. I wonder what we'll get. That's the what ifs, right? That's the fun. So you can leave these two guys here. Doesn't bother because he's not gonna look at it, but maybe we can have a look at the XS version. So XS does not have Firefox. So if you want to create a Plasma XS with DWM, you need to remove some software, like don't have any browser then. But hey, what's a system without a browser? The first thing you do is look something up on the internet, but you can compare again, which we're not gonna do. So we started with Plasma. We put all the ingredients of DWM inside Plasma and we need to build it. Naming and all that is super unimportant since it's for you, right? It's for you. Just build it. Whoops. Let's do that again. many buttons are there? All right, lots and lots of stuff coming in. So if you add all the way up, it's gonna be called ArcoLinux XS 21096, building the desktop XFCE. No, shh, we've changed to Plasma. These little things are all situated in the installation scripts at some point, right? It says here XFCE. Yeah, then we should have better changed that. Not really a problem, but these variables are used to override things inside different files. The scripts here, ArcoLinux XS and the XFCE, the session XFCE, would have been better if it's Plasma, you see? So it does pay to stop everything. Oh, that was good. There's another signature problems. If you see this, it means I've updated the packages, and you need to actually just arrow up and retry, because these packages are changed. I've changed them, and that's why you see this var cache strange thing is corrupted. So 40, let's take a little bit at the code. Look at the code. So XFCE is going to be Plasma, what we're building, my friends. Plasma. And that's all with this ArcoLinux version 7. Fine. And then we're going to go down here. Build folder, Arch ISO, copy paste. I'm gonna get this, gonna get that. Copy paste the packages, x86, 64, that's the only one that matters. Yeah, we can give it the ISO a different name if we want to. So ArcoLinux S PD Plasma DWM. Right, just to show you that it's changed. Plasma DWM. Plasma DWM, session find XFCE, no, find Plasma, and change it with, no, Eric, Control Z, find XFCE and change it with Plasma. Okay, cool, that's it. Let's see. So arrow up, it's simple as that. If you see this error, corrupted, it's just thrown away. It says, do you want to delete it? It's actually deleted now. So next time around, it's going to download all these errors you see here. All these errors are now re-downloaded. The new version is there with the correct signature file, and off it goes. When the critical 4 lines are done, I'll pause the video and we'll see what we get, or not. Maybe you can already check out some of the things. The 4 lines are almost gone. All right, so what is he doing? He's building the ISO. He's gonna put things in here, Can we check something already? etc. And everything changes all the time. He's gonna put all kinds of things in here, which makes it difficult for me to saw it. Def rel is what I want. There he is. So I have an ArcoLinux SPD check. Now I can, well, maybe scroll up a little bit again to the very top where we changed everything, the beginning. So ArcoLinux XS, not XSPD. Then we've forgotten something. Anyway, not worth the bother. Well, wait for the result first. That's what's important, right? Not the name of the ISO. Pausing. All right. So let's have a look. We do have an ArcoLinux SPD. The checksums are still XS, but it's all good. Let's have a look what's out here. ArcoLinux out. So we have the ISO that's called SPD. It's just the checksums. And that's an old, oh, there are here old stuff in here. Old stuff in here. That's old stuff. Voila. 21096, and that needs to be fixed at the end of our scripts. Oh, I've closed the scripts. That's not important, right? We know what. Well, we got something. We got an ISO of 2.2 gig. Well, DWM is nothing really. So just Plasma, the size of Plasma. And then we launch Super F7, we launch VirtualBox. And oops, that's inaccessible, he says. That's not good. Let's remove that. New. Let's see. Easiest way for me to do it is, do I have a downloads? I have a downloads. I have a data. It's not pulled yet. I have a data. I have ArcoLinux Nemesis. Personal. Settings. Where's my VirtualBox? It's not there. It's somewhere else, Eric. It's not here. Let me just pause here because that's not the point of the video unless I just overwrite the one I have already. Yeah? Just let's take this one, doesn't matter, and then choose a disk file, SPD. SPD from 8.4, and it's important to check the date and the hour, because often we build and we build and we build again, and you start up the old one and you lose time over it. Now, my god, no, I have to cut the video in two. I've experimented with something here. Xaml LTS installable via Chaotic War, I think. I've installed it. So I need to go back to, yes, you guessed it, I need to go back to the Linux kernel. Get out of my system. Bye. But my friends, it means I need to stop the video here, and the next video is I'll have Linux, and as you see here, VM Linux, and I'll be able to test it out. All right.